with just the right angle, doing a little broadcast about an issue that I've been following for a while. I've mentioned this before the December 7th meeting, and that people need to be contacted regarding this very important event. This is where a lot of important decisions are going to be made, mainly, of course, the choosing of the Republican Party of Arkansas chair. Right now, it is Joseph Wood, and if you've kept up and followed this channel, you'll know that Joseph Wood has, for the most part, been adhering to the will of what I call the globalists within the Republican Party of Arkansas. So I'm not sure if my camera is on or not. I should be doing share screen. Oh, but you should see in front of you a screen showing the TPUSA screen and a message that I've given to them that I intend to send to them regarding this issue. It's apparently obvious that there is a problem regarding the RPA December 7th meeting. What they are going to do is hold this meeting. First of all, they've held it at possibly the worst possible location they could find. It's at the Robinson Theater, which in and of itself is a nice place. The problem with it is that this place happens to have Bill Clinton speaking at the event at 1 p.m. The meeting starts at 9. So because of that, we're going to be hurried. And I don't know if Secret Service is going to put in, they're going to have people leave an hour or 2 hours beforehand before this event starts. Well, that's what it's looking like. It's looking like it is scheduled deliberately at a time when another event's taking place. That's one issue, but probably the bigger issue is the fact that state elected officials are going to be given a free vote in this meeting, even though at our state convention, we voted to remove that option for elected officials. If elected officials wanted to vote at the state committee meeting, they could run for that office and be elected by their county committee, just like anybody else, like the chair and the state committee man, the state committee woman. So this is a message I wrote here. This is the Turning Point USA. This is one of the groups that did a lot of reforms and really helped the Republican Party in this nation by getting Ronna McDaniel fired. I wrote this: the Republican Party of Arkansas is run by anti-Trump globalists who are sabotaging and nullifying Republican meetings. Our state convention was sabotaged by a refusal to release the delegate list in an attempt to keep rule changes off the agenda. On December 7th, the RPA committee meeting will be held at Robinson Theater in Little Rock at 9 a.m., only a few hours before Bill Clinton just so happens to speak at that very location around 1 p.m. Even worse, elected officials will be given a free vote at this meeting, despite the state convention voting otherwise. So again, I wanted to just let people know this is the setting of where we're at. And all I'm doing now is just posting this. And this is like a battle cry, and this is like Paul Reveal's ride. And I read the reasons why. Every issue from paper ballots to stopping the next Malinowski killing by an alphabet agency. That was the guy that was killed by ATF over a false gun charge, to preventing the next Jennifer Morton death by an illegal alien. This was a lady who worked at Arkansas Children's Hospital. She was killed by an illegal from Honduras in Little Rock. We need to actually get rid of the income tax, not just chip at it. And of course, Trump's agenda on the federal level will be harmed. One of the reasons why I'm targeting Turning Point USA with this message is that their founder, Charlie Kirk, is saying he's going to come to Little Rock to urge people to support Trump's agenda. And I'm sorry, Charlie, but if you don't at least make some message regarding December 7th, you're wasting your time. Because again, we need a chair that's going to be in supportive of Trump's agenda, not pretend to and then sabotage it. And we need, similar officials in RPA leadership and in staff, because the staff also failed us at this meeting. And what I want people to do is the RPA December 7th committee meeting must be done in a way that complies with the vote of the RPA June 8th state convention. And then I posted some videos so people can watch regarding this issue, what has happened regarding it, what is this about, why they need to get involved in this. And this will become a recording on Podbean. I'm going to edit it a little bit. I'm working on that to make it a little more professional in terms of its sound quality. I'm using video editing, actually audio editing software to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and send this off to there. I'm submitting this tip. Hopefully it'll go through. And I'm not just going here with, of course, the RNC. This is the RNC website to submit information. They have a maximum 500 character limit. So you're kind of messed up in terms of how you can submit information that way. But I'll go ahead and submit this. Hopefully it'll go through. This is the organization that should have really gotten involved beforehand. And I don't know if it actually submitted or not. Oh, it has to verify that I'm a person. I think it's all the stairs. So there, that was the RNC. Chairman's Michael Whitley, co-chair Laura Trump. I'll contact them as well. But yeah, we need these people to get involved. RNC really should have got involved after they tried to nullify our state convention that we had in June 8th. I think another broadcast I may have accidentally said it is July 9th, but it's actually June 8th is when they tried to do that. They had an illegal executive committee meeting where they made up claims about the rule changes not being legal, and then they null and void them. And by the way, on a side note, we actually have Republican runoff we have election runoffs going on in Arkansas. If nobody gets over 50% and there's more than two candidates, it goes into a runoff. I still have never gotten a list from the Republican Party when or where those runoffs are going on. And this is another person I contact is Mike Lindell. He, of course, has an email. Mike Lindell's been really huge on the paper ballots issue. And so I'm actually sending him an email of the same thing, support at LindellOffenseFund.org. So I'm going to send him that message. Via email, but get the word out. Have them contact everyone. Make these people adhere to the will of the state convention. You know of any other organizations, especially organizations that fought for reform, made an effort to fix things. Here's Benny Johnson. I don't know if he has a way to contact him.
Every dog has
Yeah, any of these influencers, contact them. Let me see if I can, his website. That's probably the place I ought to go. Some of these I scouted off before, others I didn't. Yeah, go there, contact him. Let's go to contact. I don't care about liberal tiers because liberal tiers don't matter anymore. What matters is that we have a Republican county committee that actually adheres to the rules of the convention. And isn't run by the same people that have kept Arkansas backwards for decades when Democrats ran things and are still running the Republican Party. Because right now the Republican Party, even though we're a super red state, we're actually run by the Arkansas Association of Counties, the Municipal League, the Chamber of Commerce, a bunch of other globalist groups like Walmart, Tyson Foods. So yeah, any of these conservative commentators, they'll have a website. Contact them, let them know, hey, this is what's going on. Put some pressure, the same kind of pressure that was used to help get rid of Ron McDaniel. That's what we need. We need the same thing we did with Ron McDaniel. Pretty much for the same reason. Because at the very least they're incompetent, and what most likely is going on is they're actively sabotaging conservative efforts. That's why Ronna McDaniel was there. Ronna McDaniel's sole purpose in the Republican Party, and she took over in I think 2018, and of course she made sure that Trump lost the last election. And then they put in Sleepy Joe, and they put him, and it was done because they didn't do anything about the election fraud. They spent millions of dollars, but it wasn't to stop it. It was just to wait until after it happened. So, folks, I have other videos on, why we need to get involved, but this is more of an instructional video of examples of what it is I want people to do. And my links regarding this is a great link right here, Conduit News. I've actually posted this link as part of the evidence to submit to other people because they do a great description of what happened, a timeline, and the lawsuit and what's going on now. September is when they had the fake executive committee meeting, I think, or was that July? No, I'm sorry, it was July. And that's when he slammed the door in my face. And then there's been lawsuits that were filed, but the lawsuit is only pertaining to primaries. And in primary elections, the state convention voted to close the primary so that Democrats wouldn't cross over and elect Republicans. And this executive committee that was held on July 23rd was done to supposedly nullify that. And because the RNC has yet to get involved, they're still behaving like they can get away with that. And of course, this state committee meeting is where that's going to be really decided. Here's an example of Joseph Wood and his little attitude regarding this issue. I've posted this many times. Actually, does it have audio? Let me get audio.
What I got out of it was
there's Samantha Boyd of, I think, Character 4, looking at me like I don't belong there, even though I'm actually a delegate to this event. There's our current chair, Joseph Wood, and that's who they're going to install.
No, thank you, boss.
we the people
Sorry?
that
No.
are really matter.
Just really? Oh, really, Joseph? Come on, man.
Coward!
Wow, so that just happened. Joseph Wood let the TV reporters in, but
and the
not
Arkansas Democrat Gazette,
in the Arkansas Democrat Gazette then.
but not South Arkansas Reckoning.
But not South Arkansas Reckoning, and not me, even though I'm a delegate. So, by the way, later on, Samantha Boyd, when I talk about this issue, she claims, well, it helps to ask. And I respond to her, number one, lots of us have been asking to meet about this very issue. And number two, I'm actually a delegate, so I had more right to be there than she did. And that's why you need to visit Just the Right Angle on Rumble and on Podbean, YouTube, Keep Arkansas Legal. This is my YouTube page right here. Visit and subscribe to that. YouTube is finding ways to sabotage me. They either shadow ban me, even though I have over 1,000 subscribers. Only a few people get to see that, or they age restrict some of my videos. They've done that too. So that's why I've gone onto Rumble. Rumble, when you go onto there, you can just click the ads, watch them. That helps us fund this project I'm doing. And then, of course, I have posted in there in links that you can click on to help support these kind of broadcasts. PayPal, Cash App. Let's see, what else do I have? Fundly. And that's mainly what I use. And again, it helps support this. Helps me do broadcasts on this. I'm going to try the best to broadcast what goes on at the state legislature. This meeting, as far as I know, is going to be closed. So I don't want to sit there and promise people, hey, I'll broadcast that one. Actually, I wouldn't be able to. And I just posted in the comments here ways to fund more video projects. That's pretty much all I wanted to do, is to show people kind of how I'm doing this. what I'm doing and why. Again, let me go back to Turning Point USA. This was a very effective organization in making sure Trump won, but they need to get on the ball about putting pressure on, again, the RNC to come down here and make sure that RPA adheres to the rules. So there's where you can submit a tip. And you can put in your own words. Yeah, this is a great organization. I wish it had been around a lot longer. I tell people don't donate to the Republican Party. On a state level and national level, donate to conservative organizations like this, like Conduit, and like my own group, Just the Right Angle, because we're the ones actually fighting this. Here's Truth Social, where you can share this as well. It's real simple. You don't even have to share this whole thing. You can just copy this. You can see here, I copied the link to this video. And then go to Truth Social. There it is. There's my link. It posts, and there it goes. Real simple. All right, folks, that's it. Find a way to get involved. Keep in mind, this is only for political salvation. This nation needs to turn to God. People need to turn to God as well. Bible verse I always leave with: when the wicked rule, the people groan. Despite all that's happened, enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend. You'll have a great day.